Let's see if I can fit this thing in my mouth. Okay. It's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another cook with me video. We're gonna be making some rice balls, Korean style rice balls, but we're gonna keep it completely vegan, of course. And in Korean, this is called JOOMUKBAB, and the actual exact translation to that would be fist rice. I think it's because like you kind of like make a fist when you make it. Korean people, we have very descriptive ways of describing our dishes. So JOOMUKBAB, fist rice or Korean rice balls. So basically it's quite simple. You have some rice and I season the rice with some salt and some sesame oil. If you guys want measurements of what I use and things like that, I'll have it in a blog post, which will be linked down below. So this is brown rice, short grain brown rice. I would advise using short grain or sushi rice because short grain or sushi rice is stickier, so you can actually like, you know, make it stay together rather than long grain rice. So I definitely do not recommend using long grain rice. Try to use short grain. But this is brown rice. I'm not sure how well it's going to stick, but I guess we'll find out.
Alright, so to make our rice, we just need 2 ingredients. Well, I guess we need 3, including the rice. So we just need to add some salt. You can add as much or as little as you would like. And then I'm going to add some sesame oil. I'm using this one by a Korean brand, and I got this at the Korean supermarket. For me, what I did was I added 1 teaspoon of sesame oil per 1 cup of cooked rice. And you can add a little bit more if you would like. It's up to you. Now, one thing to note, which I do mention later on in the video, is that I definitely would use white rice next time, white sushi rice or white short grain rice, because the brown rice did not stick as well as I would like it to. So I highly recommend using white sushi rice instead.
So we have 3 different kinds of filling here. So the first kind of filling is this right here. This is a chickpea mash, and this is kind of like the vegan take for the tuna filling. So quite often Korean people put tuna salad or some level of a tuna salad into the rice balls. So instead of that, I used chickpeas, and here is how I made this.
The first step is to mash our chickpeas. So I'm just taking some canned chickpeas, which I've rinsed and drained, and then I'm just gonna mash it with a fork as best as I can. You can also use a food processor for this. It's totally up to you. And to flavor our chickpeas, we're going to add some vegan mayo. This is the brand I'm using. We're also going to add some garlic powder. I also have these kelp granules, which is going to give a bit of a seafoody taste. And also it has some saltiness in there as well. You can also use kelp powder with a bit of salt, or you can just skip the kelp altogether and just use salt. Next, I'm adding a little bit of black pepper, and I don't know why this part didn't show, but I also added a small amount of Dijon mustard, and then we're going to mix it well together. And there is your super easy chickpea mash.
The next thing I made was this tofu, like a savory tofu with green onion thing. It's just a random thing I made. There's just some soy sauce, some sesame oil, and some extra firm tofu. So here is how I made filling number 2.
On a pan, we're just adding a small amount of oil, and then I'm just going to crumble up a 1/4 block of extra firm tofu. So after cooking that a little bit, we're going to add our seasoning to make it taste all good. So we're adding in soy sauce, rice vinegar, a little bit of agave nectar, some sesame oil, and also some garlic powder. And just mix that well. And I also thought to add in some green onions. I'm just chopping them with scissors and just gonna add that into the mixture as well. And there is filling number 2.
Third thing I made was a kimchi tofu stir fry thing. So it's quite similar to the previous one. So I used tofu and kimchi and not much else. So here is how I made filling number 3.
So on that same pan, we're just gonna add a little bit of oil as usual. Once the oil is heated up, I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of vegan kimchi. This is my mom's homemade vegan kimchi. It is absolutely delicious. If you guys want the recipe, I'll link it down below. Now I'm using a 1/4 cup here, but I definitely would have added more next time. So I would recommend even adding double that, so 1/2 cup. However much kimchi you would like for this mixture is totally up to you. So we're just going to stir fry that a little bit and then crumble up a 1/4 block of firm tofu or extra firm tofu. Then we're going to add in 1/2 tablespoon of soy sauce and 1 teaspoon-ish of sesame oil. And there you have it.
All right, so those are the 3 fillings. Now remember, you can do pretty much whatever you want. Feel free to explore other options. I definitely want to explore other options and other ways of filling these. I think the easiest one would probably be the chickpea mash, because you don't actually have to cook anything. You can just mash things and use whatever you already have. But once again, you can do whatever you want. So let's put on these plastic, what are these called? Disposable glovey things. I mean, maybe you don't need to use this, but I feel like I should. I don't know what I'm doing, by the way, guys. Let's just dig right in. I think what I'm gonna do is per ball, we're gonna take 1 cup of the rice. Let's just put it on our hand. Oh, it's quite a bit actually. I might need less, maybe about half a cup of rice. So we're gonna kind of flatten it slightly, but also press it down. Yeah, it's not as sticky as I think I would want it. Okay, all right, we're gonna start with the chickpea filling. Just add however much you'd like. And then just kind of press the filling down with your thumb. Again, I'm just kind of going with whatever I feel like right now. And then I'm just gonna fill it up so that it's a filling. So we got the filling in there. Oh, okay, it came together. So there's the ball. And we're not done yet, guys. We're gonna do a little something. I feel like it's gonna break on me, but. So now we've got the ball. Now next step, I'm just gonna take these off for a second. Next step is seaweed. So we kind of want to like coat the outside of the ball. Well, you don't have to, but I think it'll make it even taste better. So I stole this from my roommate. Thank you, Angela. This is a roasted seaweed snack. You can find this in, I think this one is from Costco. Yes, this one is from Costco. And you can find these in Korean supermarkets or just regular supermarkets nowadays. And you can also use just like regular nori, just break it up. But this one, what's good about it is that it already has some flavor in it. So there's already like sesame oil and like a little bit of salt on it. So it already has some flavor. And that's why it makes it like super easy. But obviously it's a lot of plastic, so you give and you take. But what I like about these Costco ones is that there's actually quite a lot of roasted seaweed in here. So the Korean brands, I think they tend to put like very little roasted seaweed. So I go through these really quickly. We're gonna take some in a bag and then just mash it up. So we're gonna break apart that seaweed. Oh! Make a mess out of it. All right, so we have the seaweed broken up. It's quite oily. I think I wanna just dunk this inside. Let's see how that works. This is the first time I'm trying this, so basically we just wanna coat that outside part with some of the seaweed. You can put as little or as much as you want. Whatever will stick to it, I guess. It's not a lot, but there you have it. There's the first ball. And then if you want also, put some sesame on there. I feel like I should just, there you go, I should just roll it. So sesame seeds, they go really well with the outside layer. Ooh, look how beautiful. It's so beautiful. I need to take some photos. So that is ball number 1. We're gonna try them all at the very end, you guys, so just bear with me here. Next ball, we are going to be taking the same thing, guys. Same thing as before. We're gonna kind of create a little hole there. Not a hole, what do you call this? You know what I mean. And then we're gonna take the second filling. And of course you can add other things into it as well. I just thought maybe I should add like sriracha in it. That would be really good. Okay. Once again, I'm gonna try to kind of mash it in while creating a ball, and then we're gonna add some more rice on top to close out. And you can use quite a bit of force here. Just use your I think the Japanese people, they put like seaweed, just kind of like a little strip of it. That looks nice too. Ooh, this one's getting a lot. Ooh, it's breaking. No, it's breaking. Ooh, look at that. This one has a lot of the seaweed on there. Ooh, beautiful. There you go. That is ball number 2 finished. Yum! I can smell the umami-ness of the seaweed. Very lovely. All right, now we're gonna do ball number 3 with the kimchi mixture, the tofu kimchi. Oh, put too much filling. No, no. In Korea and in Japan, they've got like devices to help you make these balls, which are very helpful, but I don't have one. I think my mom has one actually. All right. This time, what do I want to do? Maybe I'll just roll it in sesame. It's way too much sesame. Ooh. Ooh, that's a lot of sesame, guys. Okay. This one was rolled in sesame. Do you guys see it? It's just pure sesame seeds. Whew. There we go. Yay. Oh, no, this one's breaking. Don't break on me. No. So if you want to take these to go, you can actually like wrap them in saran wrap and then take them to go. Can you even see this right now? There you go. Let me take some video. All right, you guys, here we are. Ball number 1, ball number 2, ball number 3. I guess we're gonna try it. This one is ball number 1 with the chickpea salad. There we go. That's how it looks like. Let's give it a try. That is so good. I need to figure out a way though to put more filling in there without the thing breaking. That's so yummy. Success. It's a messy one, but success. Second, we got ball number 2. This one's kind of breaking apart a little bit, which is kind of sad. So this one has the tofu inside, lots of seaweed on top. Whew, guys, I got a phone call mid-bite, so let me just try another little bite here. Ooh. The taste is more subtle. It's not as like, because I think this one has like very different flavors. This one has similar flavors to the rice. So it's not as obvious, but it's still very tasty. I want another piece. Ah. It's so good. The key ingredient in all of this is sesame oil, guys. There's a word in Korean. It's 고소해, and it's like basically describes the sesame oil, the sesame flavor, and it's kind of like similar to umami, but I think it's different, but it's so good. All right, this is the third and final one. This is the kimchi tofu mixture covered in sesame seeds. Oh my gosh, we got sesame seeds all over the place, people. Let me just okay. The only problem, I think I shouldn't have used brown rice, because look at this. Oh my gosh. Fail. But I would suggest using white sushi rice. Oh my god. But this is so good. I can't decide which one's my fave. Let me just kind of I'm just gonna be nasty for a second. Okay. Why do I use gloves to make these when I'm gonna be disgusting anyways? So I can just still roll these into like balls. Look at this. I think my favorite is the first one and the third one. They're different. This one has a very unique taste. Let me stop being nasty for a second. Even though I'm still nasty. Here's what I'll do. You can even just make, you have to like make them a filling. You can just make them into kind of like balls. So if it breaks, just make them into balls like that. Let's see if I can fit this thing in my mouth. Okay. Alright you guys, so that was my cook with me video. They're all really good. All of the fillings were delicious. I think definitely the chickpea one must try. And if you do have vegan kimchi with you, try the tofu kimchi one. I think the only thing is that I would have put more kimchi into this filling than what I used. I probably should have used white rice. I would recommend using white sushi rice or short grain white rice so that it sticks better. I definitely think that it would make it stick a lot better than brown rice because there's more starch. So yeah, that's it for my rice balls video. If you guys have any other ideas on what to use as fillings, let me know down below. There's so many possibilities. I could probably do a second video on this. Next time I'll use white rice, okay? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.